Oh, yeah. Welcome to another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast, Uncut, baby. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about my thoughts about, my experience with people in my comments and experience with people bashing other content creators because they believe that their opinion is incorrect. Their experience is incorrect. Their facts is incorrect. Their truth is incorrect. And look, man, I want to talk about that in this podcast, man, because I've been doing this stuff for a long time. And, sometimes content creators get attacked. I get attacked. And we think about this in life. A lot of people have soft feelings about some of their beloved products and services, right? And me as a content creator, we try to keep it real. And I talk about no fluff, no passes. And I talk about things that's my truth, the facts, my opinion, and my experience. I believe that you got 4 categories in most reviews. And this is what I think about, right? I think about this when I'm typing up my script or if I'm about to do a full review on the video and stuff like that. But let's break it down, though. Because I think a lot of people get their feelings over different aspects of people videos, including my videos. You got to look at the content creator for what it is. First of all, you got to weave out the fake and phony because they have a lot of fake and phony. And you have to follow people that you believe in. And you have to follow people that have a authentic background, authentic history, because the 4 pillars can be misconstrued. When we talk about truth, when we talk about facts, when we talk about opinion, and when we talk about experience, a lot of people that follow fake and phony people, they get all this stuff gobbled up in the wrong way, and then they attack other content creators. Let me tell you something. There's there's different kinds of content creators out there. You got content creators that, and I talk about this, no fluff, no passes. You have content creators that like to fluff because they don't want to piss off their audience. Think about this, right? They have a lot of people that want to give favorable reviews because they don't want to piss off their audience. So that's why you hear a lot of positivity. You barely hear negativity, especially if it's critical, like a high demand device or something like that. So you will very seldom hear content creators talk, I ain't gonna say bash, but I say be critical over products and services because they don't want to alienate their audience. This is the truth. Think about it. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about the 4 pillars. Think about this. Well, the Galaxy S24 came out, and then we'll get into smartphones a little bit. When the Galaxy S24 Ultra came out, you had 2 different spectrums. You had a spectrum of people that say that the display was dull and it was just horrible, or it wasn't as good as previous devices. Then you had another spectrum of people that told their audience that it was beautiful, it's gorgeous. It was no big deal. I don't know why people tripping. I always wanted a flat, natural display. So you had those content creators that probably wanted to please their audience. They probably didn't want to alienate their audience. But if you notice a lot of people that was critical about the display and stuff like that, the people in the comments just went hard on them, slammed them, man. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Samsung still got the best displays on the planet. It's just like that. So as a content creator, you think about this. If I'm going to be critical about a device, then I have to be ready for the backlash. But if I'm go talk sunshine and roses towards a device, then I don't get that backlash. See, that's the difference. 4 pillars I want to talk about, right? Truth, facts, opinion, experience. And it doesn't have to deal with smartphone. This is anything, life, right? First of all, let's talk about truth. Truth is you have to be true to yourself before you can be true to people. And that's the whole thing. So for me, when I make reviews, make overviews, any kind of content, I want to be real to my audience. That means you have to be real to yourself first. And you hear a lot of people say, I keep it real. I'm real. I keep it real. But do they really keep it real? That's why I always tell people you have to follow the content creator. Look at their history. Have they display fake and phony? If they did, then you have to be critical. Listen, for me, including me, this is why I have a series of videos that I make me criticizing myself, because I look at my videos and myself as I grew in this platform, as I grew as an individual. I had to be true to myself. So back in 2015, 2016, 2017, was I true to myself? No, I was not true to myself. I had to look myself in the mirror and say, hey, listen, am I being true to myself or am I being fake and phony? So for me, I had to grow up. I had to grow up from me trying to mimic other content creators, trying to be fake and phony, to try to get people to subscribe, to try to fluff it because I want people to love me, to fake it so people could be part of my crew. No, I had to look myself in the mirror to be true to myself so I could be true to you. That's the whole thing. Listen, man, in this world, it doesn't matter if it's YouTube, doesn't matter, period. You will have people that will be fake in order for you to like them. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're not true to themselves. So they cannot be true to you because they're not true to themselves. So truth is something that's definitely a history thing about the person that you're watching, a person that you want to follow, a person that, especially if you want to help them financially, as far as be a member or super chats or donations and stuff like that. Are they being truthful to you? Truth can be debated, by the way. Someone's truth can be debated. I believe that, right? The next pillar I want to talk about is facts, right? I believe facts cannot be disputed. My age, that's a fact. You can't dispute my age. And when we talk about smartphones, certain things you cannot dispute. The manufacturer specs, right? Coming from the manufacturer, you cannot dispute that. If a smartphone came out and said, hey, it's the 8 Gen 3 processor, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, that is facts. So when you present facts, you could present facts with backup. You have documentation to back up your facts. Facts cannot be disputed because you have documentation or stuff like that. The only way facts can be disputed if the manufacturer or if you misstated the facts or something like that, that could be disputed, but facts can't be disputed. And so when you look at specs or you look at the facts of what a content creator try to spill to you, the facts can be backed up with documentation. Now let's talk about opinion. To me, opinion is always up for debate because my opinion and your opinion may be different. Give you a prime example. I talk about this. You follow me. Everybody that listening to me, people that follow me, they know I'm an LGV60 fan. I'm an LG fan, period, right? It's that, in my opinion, and that they could be debated, and I get debated for this all the time. In my opinion, I believe that the LGV60 is one of the best devices of all times. That's my opinion. Of course, my opinion can be debated because your device may be an iPhone 15 Pro Max or a Galaxy device. So your opinion may say, hey, listen, How could that be the best device on the planet when this Galaxy device can mop the floor with that device? That may be the case. Every device out there could beat my device, but in my opinion, and that kind of trickles down into my experience. In my opinion, it's the best device for me. In my opinion, listen, we could debate about it. People could try to change my mind. People could try to throw all kinds of other products and services in my face. But sometimes it's hard to change people's opinion. Can my opinion be changed? Of course. Because opinions can be debated. So somebody might present something to change your opinion. But if somebody don't present something to change your opinion is your opinion that stands. Listen, I'm big-headed, so I mean, it's hard for me to change my opinion. And it goes into experience. Experience, to me, cannot be debated. Because in my experience of me having the products and services for weeks or months or years, here's the results of my experience. And I might say, hey, the Better Life for the past 6 months has been one of the best Better Life that I've ever had on a device. Now, I might get 1,000 people that might disagree with me. How could you say that? You wrong. How could that be the best Better Life when they got X, Y, and Z devices that's better than that? In my experience, see, you get what I'm saying? In my experience, this is the best X, Y, and Z device to me. In my experience. Now, can my experience change over time? Of course it can. Can my experience change over time? Of course it can. And this is where a lot of people that follow content creators try to get that gotcha moment. Ha, I got you. 6 months ago, you said this and now you're saying that. See, when people follow you for a long term and people just waiting on you to make a mistake, people that's waiting for that gotcha moment, I promise you, if you change something or if you change your opinion or your experience about something, people that follow you for a long period of time, they go pop up in your comments or they go hit you in the DMs or they go email you and say, ha, I got you. Remember back in 1979, you said that you like this and you like that, but now in 2024, you saying something different? Because as time move on, you may have a change of heart. Think about this. Somebody buy a product, right? Smartphones, tablets, computers. Most companies give you a 14-day return, right? 14 days, you get to try the product. If you have a change of heart, if you have a change of experience, a change of truth, change of facts, change of opinion, you get 14 days to return that product. Now, you might have liked that product the first 24 to 48 hours, maybe 72 hours. You blossom, you love that product. But after 72 hours, your opinion might have changed. Your experience might have changed. Everything might have changed. So does that make you a bad person because you change your mind on something? I believe everybody has an opportunity to change their mind, right? So if you change your mind, does that make you a bad person? This happens a lot. Giving a prime example, right? Good buddy MKBHD, right? He made on his podcast, he said that he was not going to review the OnePlus 12, right? And what did I say? I said, well, that's fine. That's his opinion. That's his choice. Nobody can change that. That's between him and his audience. And obviously, his audience, went at him, right? And they went at him hard about it. And what did I say? I said, well, if one of the biggest creators in the tech industry say that he won't review a XYZ product, then that leaves the door wide open for other creators to make videos about it. That's all. Well, guess what happened? MKBHD had a change of heart. He changed his mind. He changed everything up and he made a video about it. So I say that to say this, that people can make changes. People can have difference of opinion. People can have difference of truth and experience. So I say that to say this. One of the biggest reasons why people bash other creators, get upset when a creator talk bad about your beloved device, because that's usually their experience. To me, I would not want to follow a creator that's always talk about sunshine and roses about products and services. Because as you know, no product is perfect. As you know, things have to be discussed, whether or not the good, the bad, the ugly. And for me, I talk about the opportunities for products, right? I say, here's the pros, here's the cons. Or I might say, here's the pros, here's the opportunities, right? I believe that every device need to have a fair shake. Now, you got to look at things two ways. Not every product video is a review. I think a lot of people get that misunderstood. Some product reviews are called overviews. Overviews are not reviews, people. When I do an overview video, I don't really talk about my experience because that's not the intent of the video. The video is not for my experience. The intent of that video is for me to give you an overview of the product, the functionality, the features, the specs. That's it. That's an overview. The overview is unboxing, telling you about the product as far as the features and functionality, the specs of the product. That's about it, people. That's an overview. That is not a review. So when a content creator say that, hey, listen, this is my overview of X, Y, and Z product. You can't jump in the comments and bash the creator and say, oh, he never said anything bad about the product. This is a BS. What kind of crazy review is this? Well, it wasn't a review in the first place. It was an overview. Now, it's up to the content creator to make sure they explain that in the video. Say, hey, this is my overview. Now, for the audience that miss listening to that part of the video, then that's not on the content creator, that's on you. And I always tell people, make sure you know the history of that content creator before you go in the comments and bash them. Make sure that if a content creator made a video that they might have made a mistake in, look for a follow-up video, because they might have said, hey, listen, this is my follow-up video for the previous video that I made some mistakes in that video. Listen, I do it all the time. And I get people in my comments that never watched the second video. They always watch the first video, and they might have had some updates or some mistakes that I might have misspoke in the video, right? But before they say, well, hold on, let me take a second and look and see if this content creator has a follow-up video before I hit them up in the comments. 99% of most people won't do that. So what happened is they'll bash you in that video. Then you have the content creator say, hey, listen, I made a follow-up video on that. If you watch my channel, you will see 3 days later, I made a follow-up video about that product explaining why I did what I did in that video. Listen, once you post a video, you can't edit that video, people. So I tell people this all the time. Listen, you say X, Y, and Z in the video. I say, I understand, but I can't edit the video. I can't do nothing to the video. It's out now. It is, right? But you make follow-up videos. Listen, man, let me tell you something. I got over 3,000 videos, man. And I promise you that I've made tons of mistakes. I misspoke in a lot of videos. And I go back and I look at my older videos, and this is one of the reasons why I'm making these videos, me reacting to my own videos. It's because I think it's a learning experience for other people to see my growth, to see that I made mistakes in the past, to see that the stuff that I misspoke in videos, right? It's fun for me because, listen, I have the balls to do it. You know, I mean, listen, I don't know. I have never saw a content creator make videos about themselves. I do that. And it's not, I want people to be entertained. I want people to understand that I'm not perfect. And even when I make videos today, it's not perfect. 4 pillars, right? Truth. Content creators got to be true to themselves before they can be true to you, right? Facts. Facts cannot be debated because facts come from the manufacturer, from somebody that made the products and services and stuff like that. If the facts are wrong, it's either the content creator misspoke about the facts, right? And it can happen. I said it in a couple of videos in the past. I say the device had an 835 processor, but the facts was it was an 845 processor, and I misspoke. So yes, you can misspoke about facts, right? But the facts don't change. It's the content creator made a human error. The facts cannot be debated. Now, if you want to debate facts, don't debate facts with the content creator. Debate facts with the manufacturer. If the manufacturer doesn't have the proper specs or the proper this or the proper that you looking for, you can't bash a content creator for that. You have to go after the manufacturer. That ain't got nothing to do with the content creator. Opinion can't be debated. I might say, listen, I get, in my opinion, I think that this is the best looking display on a smartphone. In my opinion, you heard what I just said? In my opinion, I believe that X, Y, and Z device has the best display on the smartphone. Well, we all know they got thousands of smartphones out there from different manufacturers, from people having different devices in hand. So they would look at their smartphone, whether that could be an iPhone, a Xiaomi, a Realme, a LG phone, a Pixel, or a OnePlus phone. They may have all kinds of different phones that have different calibration of displays, and they may say, in their opinion, the phone that they have in their hand may be the best display that they ever saw. That could be debated. There's nothing wrong with it. Listen, let me tell you something. You got a lot of issues with debates because, as you know, people don't know how to debate. People don't know how to have a clean debate. People don't know when you express your opinion about something and that other individual express their opinion about something, it's done. No, it doesn't work that way no more. If one person expressed their opinion and the other person expressed their opinion, now you have that person come back and bash that person because they believe that they're wrong, and then they got that person come back and bash their opinion and say, how could you change my opinion? And then you have inner fighting in comments. Listen, all you got to do is scroll up and down Twitter and you see the cesspool of fighting going on Twitter all day for people's opinion. People don't, and this is a shame, why people can't have a healthy debate. Why? Listen, man, I remember a long time ago, I can have a debate with friends and family and we could laugh about it, cugga a beer, and have a beer and be good about it. Now people get into debates. It gets to the point where it get violent. And so us content creators, and listen, it happens in my comments all the time. You have multiple people debating in the comments, and all of a sudden one person getting their feelings, and all of a sudden you have people cussing each other out, and then now people saying where you live at, and I can fly to you. Then the violence kick in. So when my notification goes off about people, and I see all this inner fighting in my comments, what do? I start deleting everything because at this point it has went too far. Now, I don't mind a healthy debate. I see debates in my comments all the time, and they leave with a smile. Some people leave with a smile. Hey, it's all good. Have a good day. I appreciate the conversation. But no, man, 90% of most debates in our comments is fights over opinions. And when I say debates, you can debate your opinion in a great way. I might tell you, in my opinion, again, this is the best display I ever saw. And it's not saying that your opinion is wrong. And you can't tell me my opinion is wrong. That's just my opinion. And I believe that you can make an opinion off of maybe a device that you may not have, products and services you may not have. If you watch enough videos about it. Listen, I'm going to tell you, before I purchase anything, before I buy anything, I watch a ton of content on that before I make a decision. Before I make a final decision to buy products and services, I do my research. I read articles, I watch videos, I watch multiple different videos about it. So I could get my, before I buy the product, because products are expensive. Now, experience. A lot of people, listen, you might debate with me, say that, listen, I think you can debate experience. I don't think so, because you're not me. You're not with me. You're not with me when I'm reviewing products. So I don't, listen, I think people experience, it's their experience. And this is what people need to understand. When people make product reviews and they talk about the experience, I cannot debate no one experience. Just like I believe that nobody can debate my experience. If a content creator tell you their experience with X, Y, and Z device is good or bad, it doesn't matter. That's their experience. And you know what? I want to hear their experience. The whole point of a product review is that individual that you trust, that you have a little faith in, that you've been following for a while. You want to hear their opinion before you spend your money. Because they feel that, okay, I've been following this guy for a while. I like the products that he liked. Me and him, he answered my comments. His videos is nice. Their videos is nice. So if he make a video about something, I think I'm confident that if he don't like a product, I'm going to watch other videos before I make my decision. But I like to hear his opinion. I like to hear his experience. I like to hear everything. Now, his opinion may be up for debate, but his experience is something that I want to hear. Think about this. Before I buy products, before I bought Roadcasters, and before I bought F8N Pros, before I bought my new monitor, before I buy my cameras, I want to hear people experience. Before I buy a vehicle, before I buy that vehicle, I'm going to watch a ton of videos about it to hear people experience from the experts, from people that has the product. I want to hear the experience. And I think that's very important. So listen, man, what I see here online is disturbing. And it's something that I can't fix it, obviously, right? I talk about it on these podcasts because I feel that we going in a trend of people not liking other content creators based off of their experience, or content creators or other people because they have an opinion. And I always say this, right? If you feel strongly about an individual, as far as disagreeing with them, instead of going on social media, blasting them out, or before you go in their comments and blast them out, or trying to get your 5 minutes of fame, why don't you DM that person? Why don't you email that person and express your concerns and your disagreements about the video that they post? And I don't know about a lot of content creators out there if they answer their DMs and emails. I know I do. And so for me, when people leave me comments, I get emails and DMs from people, I make sure, do my damnness to answer and respond to them back, because I believe that's very important. Because people may have a question, may be confused about something I said in my videos. And I want people to understand. I want people to know the difference, man, that I'm here for my people. I'm here for my people, man. And that's the key. Because when you watch somebody or you follow somebody, you bought into the narrative, right? When I say get your popcorn ready, my people follow the narrative of me. And I talk about this. Listen, my success comes from you guys. Listen, man, a lot of people can have their head big and talk about how big it is. It's, oh my God, you can't know it. You know, I'm the best at this and I'm the best at that. Listen, man, I'm not the best at nothing. I'm good at a lot of stuff, but I'm not the best at nothing. Because they have somebody that's better than me. Somebody will be better than me, you know? But what I try to do is strive to be the best. Because, you know, when you have this in your head that you are the best, that means that you're not striving for no more goals. That means that you believe that you're on top of the mountain. That believe that nobody cannot reach you. That means that, you know, if you say you're the best, nobody can beat you in nothing. That means that you're not trying to strive for nothing else. That means that you reached your goal. To me, my goals ain't even close. I have so far up the mountain to go. I have so far up the ladder to climb that I don't think in my lifetime that I'll ever be at that point. And that's okay, because I would keep striving for that goal. I would do my best to get better. And listen, man, I'm gonna tell you, I say this, and I want y'all guys to understand this. In order for you to grow, you have to be better. You have to live better. You have to want to be better. You have to work to be better. Be better than tomorrow. Be better tomorrow than today. And I always say when I look at my videos, I won't be better than my last video. So how could I do that? That means that I got to work hard, strive hard, be the best that I can be in order to go to the next level. All right. Man, I'm going to tell you, I love it, baby. Oh, yeah. Ooh, let me get it. I like that. All right. Another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast, Uncut, baby. Hopefully y'all enjoy this, man. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Uncut, baby. I got my second camera set up right there. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all see me there. But yeah, man, listen, I want y'all guys to understand that I'm here for you. I'm always going to be for my people, baby. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you watch every Friday that I do these podcasts. Make sure that you listen to these podcasts, because guess what, baby? It comes every week. It comes every week, baby. All right. We going to get on out here. Thank y'all guys very much. We're going to see you next week. Same bad place, same bad time, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh!